everyone, it's me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. Welcome to another meals I made this week video, guys. We have been loving this series over here on this channel. We just love sharing all the meals we're making in the week. I also have now started up another Instagram just for this meals I made series, guys. So it's going to show all the previous meals and all of the meals that I've made in the series so far, and in the caption it's going to have sort of which video you can find it in, the link to my YouTube's on the Instagram as well. So if you want to have a little scroll through, get some meal inspiration, then click on the video and you can see how to make it. It's going to be like a little community over there. Also, if you recreate any of the meals from the meals I made this week series, then you can tag me at meals I made this week, and I'll be resharing your guys recreations on my stories over there. And also, guys, if there's any meals that you guys make, any of your recipes that you want to share with me, you can tag me in those as well, and I'll be happy to like recreate those on my channel as well. It's just going to be a really nice community sort of little page over there, and it's going to be about sharing recipes, getting inspiration, and yeah, it's just going to be really fun. So yeah, that's there if you guys wanted to go and follow over there. I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to show you guys this week's recipes. There's some of my favorite in there, not to mention some delicious peanut butter no bake bars. Absolutely love those. And yeah, guys, if you do like the video, please don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe. You can now become a channel member as well if you're interested in that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support as always, and without further ado, let's dive into Monday and see what I made. It is Monday evening, guys, and we're going to be making some pizza jacket potatoes, which I'm so excited about. First up, we've got 6 big jacket potatoes. This is £1.19's worth. We're then going to be using about 3/4 of this bolognese pasta sauce. That comes to 50p. I'm going to use what's left of this to do with some pasta for Ava for some of her lunches during the week. I've got some mozzarella left over from our lasagna soup last week, so I'm going to be using some of that. Comes to about £1.25. I'm going to be using 1/4 of the pack of mushrooms, which comes to 25p, and then I'm going to be using half of this pack of pepperoni, which comes to £1. We're also going to be using some olive oil and salt and pepper, guys, and all in all, this dinner comes to £4.19. It's going to be super filling, super tasty. Let's dive into the cooking. I've just preheated the oven to the highest that it will possibly go. We want this oven to be roasting. Now we're just going to prick the potatoes all over with forks, put them onto our grill tray, and then they're going to go into the oven. I'm going to put these in the oven now for half an hour, and then we will be back after they're done for the next step. So that is the potatoes done for half an hour. So what we're going to do now is we've put a bit of our olive oil into this little cup, and we're just going to use our silicone brush, and we're going to cover our jacket potatoes with the olive oil and sprinkle on some salt and pepper. Then we're going to turn them over, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Olive oil, salt and pepper, and yeah, that's them all seasoned now. So we're going to pop these in for 25 minutes. Now while the potatoes are cooking, I'm just going to slice up 6 mushrooms. The pepperoni bolognese sauce and the grated mozzarella are already good to go, so this is the only sort of prep we actually have to do for this meal. So yeah, I'm just going to slice up these mushrooms and wait for the potatoes to be done. So that is the potatoes done. So now we need to prep these. To prepare the potatoes, you just want to cut a cross in the top of them and then just fluff up the middle with a fork a little bit, and then we're going to pop these back onto our baking tray. I've just put some foil down to catch any melted cheese or tomato sauce. Once all the potatoes are prepped, we're going to smother these with some bolognese sauce. Then we're going to top these with the grated mozzarella. Then we're going to top these with the pepperoni and the mushrooms, and then we're going to just bake these now for 10 to 15 minutes. That is our pizza jacket potatoes all ready. Now it's time to serve up. So these are the boys' portions. We've got Tyler's and Liam's. They've got 1.5 each. Then we've got Ava with her one, and then this is my one, guys, where I've got 2, and oh my gosh, so excited to jump in and eat this now, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another dinner. It's Tuesday evening, guys, now. We're just getting ready to make a vegetable soup. We love soups at the minute. This is a sweet potato, chili and lime soup, and it's absolutely delicious. Let's run through the prices real quick. We're going to be using 1 onion, which is 10p's worth. We're going to be using half of a lime, which is 15p. We're going to be using 2 cloves of garlic, which comes to about 5p. Then we're going to be using 3 sweet potatoes, which comes to 50p. We're then going to be using 2.5 vegetable stock cubes. This comes to 17p. I'm then going to be using 2 baguettes, and these are part baked baguettes, and this is 98p. And then for seasoning and stuff, guys, salt, pepper, bit of olive oil, and a pinch of chili flakes. So in total, guys, this dinner comes to £1.95. This is super healthy for our diets, as well as being super healthy for our wallets, guys. So yeah, £1.95 for this dinner. Let's dive into the cooking. First things first, we're gonna preheat our oven ready for our baguettes, guys. Then I'm just gonna boil my kettle. I filled it right up. We're gonna boil that, ready for our stock in a little while. And now I'm gonna be prepping our sweet potatoes, peeling and chopping them. Just like that. And now we're gonna just finely dice our onion and mince our garlic. Just like that, and now we're going to heat up some olive oil into our big saucepan and let that heat up quickly. I'm going to put our baguettes into the oven now. I'm going to add our onion and our garlic into our oil, and I'm going to cook that for 3 to 4 minutes until softened. Now what we're going to do is add our sweet potato chunks and a pinch of chili flakes, and we're going to cook this in here for 1 more minute. Now while that's just quickly cooking for a minute, I've just made up our stock. I've done 2.5 cubes of these stock cubes. 2.5 with 500 millilitres of water. We're going to pour this in now, and then we're going to add another 700 millilitres of just plain boiling water. Right, now that I've added all of our stock, we are literally just going to let this simmer now for 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to do the rest. Just taking out our baguettes because they're done. They're just going to rest there now until our soup is done. Just going to give this a little stir. It's got about 8 more minutes left on this. So yeah, just gonna let that simmer away for another 8 minutes now. Now that that's all finished simmering, I've taken it off the heat, and we're gonna be using our hand blender just to blend this up now. Now that that's all blitzed up, I am gonna put it back on the heat just for a little while, just to try and reduce this a little bit, because I want it just a tad bit thicker than this. But it is almost ready, guys. So we're gonna taste this now, season it, and then reduce it down. Now that that's reduced down to the consistency that I want, I'm now going to serve this up, guys. But before I serve it up, guys, I'm just going to take it off the heat, and then we're going to add half our lime and just juice it in there. Now this is all ready to serve. So this is the kids' dinners served up. We've got Tyler's, Liam's, we've got their bread, and we've got Ava's. And then this is mine, guys, and obviously I'm going to share my bread with Ava as well. This is absolutely delicious. It's warming, it's got the heat from the chili, it's got the zestiness from the lime. It's just a really nice, simple soup, perfect for weekday dinners or even for lunches as well. Saying that, I do have enough for a lunch later on in the week as well. So yeah, that is our dinner for Tuesday night, guys. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another meal. It's Wednesday evening now, guys, and we are about to make our creamy lemon and prawn spaghetti, which I'm so excited about. Not too many ingredients here, guys, but let's run through it and see how much this is going to cost us. We've got an onion, that's 10p. We've got 3 cloves of garlic, which is about 5p. We're going to be using a whole lemon, that is 30p. We're going to be using about 1/3 of this pack of basil, which comes to 15p. We're going to be using 2/3 of this pack of baby spinach, which is about 120 grams, and that is 75p's worth. We're going to be using 1 vegetable stock cube, guys. That comes to 8p. We're going to be using 100 grams of soft cheese. That's 35p. We're going to be using 350 grams of spaghetti. That's 60p. Then we're going to be using this whole pack of cooked and peeled cold water prawns. This is 150 grams, and this comes to £2.80. And then we're going to be using about 1/4 of this pack of parmesan, which is about 25 grams, and that comes to 55p. We're also going to be using a drop of olive oil, and we're also going to be using some salt and pepper as well, guys. But all in all, this comes to £5.73, and let's dive into the cooking. First things first, I want to get our prep done. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be roughly chopping 1/3 of our basil. We're going to be finely chopping our onion. We're going to be mincing our 3 garlic cloves, and then we want to zest and juice this whole lemon. Then we're going to be making up 1 stock cube to 400 mils of hot water. So I'm going to just prep these now. So that's all my ingredients prepped, guys. So we've got a finely diced onion, minced garlic, zest of the lemon juice, the roughly chopped basil, and then we've got our stock. I've just started heating up some olive oil in this pan, and then I've got this salt water on for boil as well, ready for our spaghetti in a minute. We're now going to be adding our onions into our heated oil for 5 to 6 minutes until they're golden brown. Now that our onions are looking golden brown, we're going to add our garlic and our lemon zest, and we're going to cook that for 2 minutes. Now we're going to add in our veg stock, and then to this we're going to add our 100 grams of soft cheese. Now we're going to mix this in until it's all melted and combined, and then we're going to season this with black pepper. We're now going to let this sauce simmer for 12 to 15 minutes, in which time we are going to get our spaghetti cooked. And 3 minutes before the pasta's finished cooking, we are going to be adding our spinach and our prawns to our sauce. Now that the spaghetti's nearly ready, about 3 minutes out I'd say, I'm going to add the spinach and the prawns to this now. And we're going to mix this all through until the spinach is wilted, just like that, and then we're going to stir in our 25 grams of parmesan. Now it's time to drain our pasta, and we're going to be reserving 100 ml of our cooking water here. Now we're going to be adding our spaghetti to our sauce, and we're just going to toss this and coat this now. And now we're just going to be adding our lemon juice and our basil. I'm just going to stir this through, and if it needs it we can add a bit of our reserved pasta water to make a little bit more sauce. And now it's ready to serve up, guys. So this is the kids' portions, guys. We've got Ava's, Liam's and Tyler's. Let me show you mine. And this is mine, guys. I've served it all off with just a cracking of black pepper to garnish on the top. This dinner is absolutely delicious, guys, and I can't wait to dive in. So yeah, this is our Wednesday night dinner, guys, and I will catch you tomorrow for some more cooking. It's Thursday morning, guys, and it's time for our weekly no-bake dessert. I absolutely love these recipes, guys, and we're going to be making some no-bake peanut butter bars. So for this I'm going to be using 225 grams of unsalted butter. We're going to be using 445 grams of smooth peanut butter. We're going to be using 260 grams of icing sugar, 240 grams of digestive biscuits and 300 grams of chocolate. And yeah, let's dive in and get started, because this is a super quick and easy recipe. First step, guys, is we're going to be melting our 225 grams of unsalted butter. I'm just going to be doing this in the microwave, so that's the first step, just like that. And then we're going to blitz up in a food processor our 240 grams of digestive biscuits, which is about 15 biscuits, but obviously it depends on what brand you use. Now that that's all blitzed up, we're going to be adding our icing sugar, 260 grams worth, and then we're going to be adding 375 grams of our smooth peanut butter to this, and our butter, and then we're going to blitz that up as well. That's our peanut butter and our icing sugar in. Now we're just going to add in our butter. Let's get her blitzed up. That's all blitzed up now. Now we've just got to pop this into here and flatten it out, just like that. And now we just need to make our chocolate topping. So in a bowl, I've just measured out our 300 grams of chocolate and 70 grams of peanut butter. And we're just going to microwave this now, 20 seconds at first and then 10-second bursts afterwards, until this is all melted and combined together. Just like this, guys. Oh my goodness. Also, I've just had a taste of this, right? Cadbury's, you need to get on this and start melting your chocolate with some peanut butter and selling it in bars, because it is unreal. And yeah, what we're going to do now, guys, is just slather this on top of here. Now all that's left to do, guys, is just chill this in the fridge for like 4 to 6 hours, I would say. And then what we're going to do is come back later when we're making dinner or after dinner, slice it up and serve it. And that is our no-bake peanut butter bars done. Yeah, we will be checking back in when we're serving to see how it all slices up. Thursday evening now, guys, and we're going to be making some fish finger tacos. First up, we're going to be using 12 fish fingers, that comes to £1.32. Then we're going to be using some crunchy taco shells, that's £1.57. Then going to be using one of our gem lettuces from this pack, that's 38p. Going to be using half a lemon, that's 15p. Then we're going to be using a quarter of this jar of jalapenos, that comes to about 30p. Then we're going to be using one garlic clove, about 2p. And then we're going to be using half a red onion, that's 5p.
3/4 of this pack of cherry tomatoes, which is 50p, and then I'm going to be using half of this jar of tartar sauce, which comes to 27p. So in total, guys, our Thursday night dinner comes to £4.56. Let's dive in with the cooking. First things first, we've got our oven preheated to gas mark 7, and we're going to pop our fish fingers in for 10 to 12 minutes following pack instructions. And then I've got the taco shells ready, and these are going to go in just for a couple of minutes before the fish fingers are finished at the end. While the fish fingers are cooking, we're going to get our salsa ready. So we're going to be chopping up our jalapenos and our tomatoes and half our red onion, mincing our garlic, and we're going to be juicing half of our lemon, and then we're just going to get that ready quickly. Right, so that is our veg all prepped. So we've chopped up our tomatoes, our onions, minced our garlic, and chopped up our jalapenos and juiced half of our lemon. We're now going to add all of this together in a bowl with a tablespoon of olive oil. Just added some salt and pepper in here now too, and then we're going to give this all a good mix up. And that is our homemade salsa, and now we're going to pop our taco shells into the oven. And the last step, while the taco shells are just cooking quickly, is just to chop up our gem lettuce. Just like so. Now we're just going to wait for the fish fingers and the taco shells to be done, and then we can serve up, guys. Right, so now that our tacos are ready to serve up, so we've got our taco shell, we're going to pop a little bit of lettuce in first. Then to this we're going to add some of our homemade salsa. Then we're going to add in a fish finger, and then we're going to top this with a little bit of our tartar sauce. And that is our fish finger taco complete, guys. I'm just going to serve up the rest of mine now, then I'll be back. These are the kids' dinners. So we've got Tyler's, Liam's, and we've got Ava's as well. So Ava hasn't got the tacos, but she's got some tomatoes and cucumber, a little bit of lettuce, some fish fingers, and some watermelon as well for her dinner. And that is my dinner, guys. This is our Thursday night dinner. I'm going to go and enjoy this now, and we will catch you in a little while because we're going to be back for pudding in just a few minutes. Pudding time, guys, and we have our incredible peanut butter bars. These are so yummy, guys. They're so Moorish. If you're a fan of chocolate and peanut butter, you're absolutely gonna love these. Also, where we mix the peanut butter in with the chocolate, it really makes the chocolate quite smooth. So even though these are fresh out of the fridge, it doesn't hurt your teeth to bite into them. It's a smooth bite, and they're just, they're so yummy and delicious, and I guarantee this whole plate will probably be gone by tomorrow, guys. So yeah, we're gonna dive into these now for our pudding, and we will catch you next week for some more meals. And yeah, that was it for this video, guys. I really hope you loved it. I really hope you got some meal inspiration from this. Let me know down below, as always, what your favorite meal was and what inspiration you took from this video. It's always good to share any tips that you guys have as well in there. Get everyone inspired, get everyone involved with sharing all of their inspiration. It's amazing. And yeah, guys, thank you again for all the love and support on my channel. As always, it means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I will see you really, really soon for another video. Take care. Bye.